Politburo Angam Sri Prakash Karatum Namkapiternu Sri Prakash Karata Uru half century needed or political legend in the Endu Gudiani Pol Sambu Chirikana. How do you remember him at this moment?
Kalaignar Karunanidhi was one of the most outstanding figures in the political scene in India. And for the last more than 5 decades, he has dominated the Tamil Nadu political scene and also had played a major role in shaping Indian politics at various junctures. Unlike most other politicians, Karunanidhi was a product of the Dravidian movement. Therefore, he had a clear ideological vision. And he was also a politician who was a scholar, a poet, a skilled orator, and we have been closely associated with him and his party from 1967 onwards. So we have seen how Karunanidhi upheld the principles of federalism, secularism, and was a great champion of social justice. And this is something which will be his legacy for the future in Indian politics.
Sri Prakash Karata, CPM in a Samajalam, CPM affiliation, other Engeniana Tangal or Mikiga, as you mentioned, Dravidian movement in the Kurusha Paradwale, CPM Matula DMK affiliation, Abandam, as a leader, other Engeniana or Mikiga.
Karunanidhi had a great affinity to the communist movement and ideology. He used to say that if it was not for Periyar, I would have become a communist. And everyone knows, when I first met him, he gave me a copy of Gorky's Mother in Tamil. He translated Gorky's Mother in Tamil. That was one of his proudest accomplishments. It is still there in my library. And he was a man who wrote a poem on the Long March during the Chinese Revolution. And of course, he named his son as Stalin. So he had a very close affinity to the left and the communists. And there were a lot of common things we shared. And that is why in 1967, the first party, a regional party that the CPIM allied with was the DMK in the 1967 general elections. And subsequently, we have worked closely together at various junctures. So that is why I said very few politicians today in India, political leaders who have a clear ideological vision. There are very few leaders who are free from religious obscurantism, who believes in rationalism. Karunanidhi was one such leader.
You have done your studies in Chennai, so you should be remembering him, from that place itself like that. How will you share any personal memories, something like that with him?
For more than 35 years now. And when I was a student, we were all influenced by the strong anti-Congress wave that developed in Tamil Nadu, which led to the defeat of the Congress for the first time in 1967 in the general election. And since then, I have closely followed Karunanidhi's political writings, his career, and whenever I used to meet him, we used to have a lot of exchanges on political views and thoughts because we had many things in common.
Sri Prakash Karat, one more question, not the least. This is unlike Jayalalitha and unlike ADMK. This won't be an end of a legacy after Karunanidhi for DMK. But how do you see what will be the future prospects for DMK with the leadership of Stalin in Tamil Nadu?
It's changed. I'm talking about the earlier years, but the Dravidian movement itself and the Dravidian ideology has undergone a lot of change. And we cannot say, of course, the DMK is a party which is well-organized party. It has got a cadre-based party. Let us see how they will cope with the post-Karunanidhi situation.
Nandi Sri Prakash Karata.